Lords and ladies, welcome back to MyStreet 5 years later with your host, Jacob Butter. That's right, I have returned. And here we go. We're in the final stretch. We've been in the final stretch for some time, I think, drop days, but we're at the end of the build-up. At the end of the build-up for the biggest event in this particular branch of the overall show. The Snow Coming Dance is here, but yet we've used that title up from the previous episode, episode 8. So we gotta do this instead. But hey, you know, the task of the werewolf project was complete, and therefore Kiori has agreed to show up, as I believe there's pretty much everybody else except for some of the Infinity Club, but we'll get to that in a second. In keeping with tradition, of course, I'm joined once again by Vin, so hello.
Ooh, I have tucked myself into like 5 layers of blankets. This stream is going to be great.
Fair enough. Yeah. Depending on like my levels of sickness, I've been tempted to do the same thing multiple times.
We wouldn't mind. Seeing Jacob wrapped up in blankets on stream would go crazy.
I think I've done that before, like some time ago. Not recently, though.
I mean, I didn't expect recently, but like...
Well, I mean, I've been sick recently, so I would have had an excuse to, but just now.
You should do it. Oh, that is loud.
Yeah, it always is when I import them for the first time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That being said, I do actually have a warm beverage of honey and lemon here, but I still have my Levi drink. I still have so no, don't worry about that.
He's got it. Yeah, soon enough. You get too sick, it's gonna be warm milk.
Well, I mean, I will say sometimes depending on the season that we're in, for 5 years later, the milk just warms up anyway.
Nah, you gotta go double calcium. Put the milk powder in the milk.
Ooh, okay.
Double calcium.
That would be, yeah. I follow your logic. I'm just like, I'm just pondering what that would end up being like.
It's just really milky milk.
Let's describe it. Jeez. Okay. Not gonna consider that for too long. Let's proceed with the episode because actually, hopefully, I'll be at least somewhat in time for the Butter Bunch. At least I'll be still talking about stuff by the time I get there for the final Little White Lie. So we gotta get started. So without further ado, on with the review.
We move.
It's the snow coming isn't like one word. It's snow coming, as in like, impending avalanche instead.
Nah, yeah, no. There's snow coming back after that. Is that just a giant bowl of ramen? What the...
Yeah, giant bowl of ramen, giant what I believe is potentially omurice, and also I don't know, salad of some description.
Okay, salad. Yeah, I don't really look like an omurice purely out of the amount of the berries on top. Also, what are those chopsticks? Like,
Well, they're proportionate to the size of the bowl, just not the
size
of the people that are intended to consume it.
Yeah. He's DJing. I have no words for that. That man was
Absolutely.
going.
Yeah, oh wait, now I feel like the filter is filtered outside, which means that was diegetic music. I would not have put, like, the dancing there. One thing that happened in Fallen Angels one time was that Aiden sometimes, like, sends me, like, concepts or, shows me, like, the editing process. During the remake of Episode 5, one of the things that I criticized in my review of my original Episode 5 was the fact that there was a shot for the musical number that lingers for 24 seconds with nothing else happening and no one moving, and it was just,
24 seconds?
Yes, exactly. That's so I guess he was keen to demonstrate that was changing. So he then, like, because like the 24 seconds, of course, accounts for how much build-up time there is before the actual lyrics come in for the song. which means that they're still to be filled in with something, but it's building up the music. So like the music builds up for like probably, I don't know, potentially like 8 to 12 seconds. Then we have like the bass that comes in as well. And at one point, one of the characters was like, dancing, like, really getting into it. But Aiden put that portion during like the bit before the bass comes in, where there was like nothing really to be dancing to that same degree. So then I said to him, like, please swap those around, swap that footage around with like the one you had like afterwards, people just like having a conversation, which makes way more sense, and that's what made it into the video.
I swear, Kiori better keep up her end of the deal. I don't think I can stand to be alone with Annabelle. The very fact I was alone with her in the gym before. Oh,
what happened in the gym?
They got locked in temporarily. Until Ruby came in with a sledgehammer and like burst the door down.
Was this episode 8?
Yes.
Now I wish I was there, but I was too sick.
That's why you got to catch up if you miss one.
Yeah.
Be able to handle that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
I like the oh my goodness and like the stock sound effects, but also you can just imagine that idea is like, yes, let's a random person is here. Let's just walk through. Yep.
Hey, it's high school. This is extremely normal behavior. If you are not constantly bullying someone for being a loner, then you're not in high school.
See, the thing is, if those girls were constantly bullying Hunter throughout the show, that would make somewhat sense. But as far as they're concerned, they just saw a random person standing alone, not just completely still, just be like, okay, just existing, and they're like,
it's high school.
Yes.
They go after everyone. They don't have a specific target. If you're a loner and they just see you, you're getting bullied for a good 5 seconds if there's something important happening, and a good few hours if there isn't.
Well, I mean, there's nothing important as far as they're concerned happening right now, so they should be staying for a few hours then.
Wait, now that I think about it, I don't think I'd be able to handle Annabelle in a dress.
Yeah.
Have you
Dan, there's a Ruby.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I feel the exact same way about this whole event.
Huh? Wait, Ruby? What are you doing here?
Oh.
What? It's Snow coming. She's a student. She's invited. What do you mean? What is she doing here?
Well, I mean, what are you
Hunter?
talking? What are you talking about? They literally said there's no coming.
Moving on.
We were invited, wasn't we?
Well, I thought you got banned from Snow coming. For breaking down the door?
No one will recognize me in a dress because no one will expect it.
She does make
no
a
one would
very
ever
good
recognize
point.
you, Ruby. No one would ever recognize you with your incredibly distinct features
Element of surprise.
and vocal cadence.
She's just gonna
do blend in
she's just gonna
pretty well.
casually dye her hair.
Well, what? In between now and entering the establishment? She's done that before.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, are Kurt and Suna with you?
Why? Do you want to date them or something?
No, just figured they'd be with you.
Oh, don't you worry your pretty little head about them. They're probably home, safe and sound.
Safe and sound.
See,
What
this
the
I
what
never
the-
understood. I forgot this. I forgot that this
What?
happened. I never understood why she got rid of like her friends there, the people who would probably not sabotage her, versus everyone else in the school. Yeah, I completely
There's a
forgot she
very
did
easy.
this.
I don't even need this chart to be open that long. There's a very easy solution for them to break out of this.
I mean, yeah. Well,
Power of friction,
First
you
of
need
all, I'll say their legs aren't bound. So they can stand up.
They can
whenever
stand
want
up.
to.
Yes. Power of friction. You gotta break those ropes using the power of friction and a chair.
Possibly also, but then again, they have a real chance of burning themselves to do that one.
Now,
They
it
could
could
probably
be
find
precise.
something. Yeah, they'd
I mean,
probably
the
find something
door-
relatively sharp that isn't the
The
chair.
door's
necessarily.
probably unlocked.
There we go. Well, oh wait, no, the door probably. Actually, knowing Ruby, she probably did lock the door, well, or find a way to barricade it.
Okay, so power of
This
desk
is-
to a window.
Is kinda nice.
I can't believe I got dressed to go to an event I didn't want to go to actually not go to the event.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, if you didn't want to go to the event, Ruby could just said, stay behind or something.
Ruby's decisions change on the fly. It's just, oh, well, you're not coming anymore. Time for kidnapping.
Yeah, I like how I wrote an entire song about this character and forgot that this was like probably like her most crazy thing. No, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, this happened. So I wasn't surprised by it, but it was like, I've blocked this entirely from my memory.
If Ruby didn't want us to go, she could have just told us.
Why wouldn't
you.
Ruby want us to go to Snowcoming?
Are you really that dense?
I'd like to think I'm of average intelligence.
Then tell me
He
why
looks-
Ruby
He
didn't
looks
want
like
us
he's
to go
slowly but surely, like, he sounds like he's slowly but surely getting hit by an extreme dose of, like, hallucinogenics.
I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, it is a definitely an interesting voice and vocal choice to do and definitely to imitate. Isn't that right, Aiden?
I don't know what the comment was, but what you're talking about, but drugs.
Yes,
Talking about Kurt's
exactly.
voice.
It was Kurt's voice
Oh,
for some reason. All of a
yeah,
sudden sounds like
Kurt's
he's getting
voice
off
is
hallucinogenics.
very kind of difficult. I don't know. Hi,
It's-
I'm
Yeah,
See,
Kurt.
it's
I was
halfway-
also just saying for the Ruby song, we completely forgot about this scene.
What's the scene?
So it has like zero.
The
reference in
kidnapping.
Oh,
here. Yeah.
See,
there's a
Kurt's
kidnapping.
voice sounds like a mix between John Mulaney and Ted from the movie Ted, as in like the bear.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like
I don't know.
crap. What's his name? What's his name? Voices Kurt. Shadow. I forget his name.
The hedgehog.
Shadow Temple.
No. Shadow Temple. Yeah, I feel like Shadow Temple did a better job with this kind of voice as Pierce instead of as Kurt. Because
see,
Kurt's
the difference
in a
between
similar
Pierce and Kurt
character
is
vein.
is that Kurt is stoic. No, sorry, not Pierce is stoic, and noble sounding, and Kurt is of not average intelligence.
Yeah,
There's
I
just
Saying
like
kind of the
Kurt
difference
isn't.
between like it's kind of like saying, you know, original Knuckles versus Sonic Boom Knuckles, kind of the difference there.
See, there's no way Kurt hasn't tried to hotbox a microwave.
God, he's probably tried a lot of hotboxing.
Maybe that's why they need to use the hairdryer to bake in episode 4.
Well, you know,
episode 5.
no, they specified it was it was.
Microwave anymore.
Then you just break the laws of physics with power of dryer.
Indeed, I can see that being a food theory.
You said
I'm
that
coming
already.
with her.
Oh, he's getting delusional.
We obviously dressed better than she did.
Wow.
He's getting heavily delusional.
Oh,
I mean,
uh,
matter of opinion, depending on what people think of Suna's, Sailor Scout adjacent aesthetic here, but you never know.
Kurt,
He's
you
going
are
Delulu.
so smart.
Why, thank you.
Millennial.
See, imagine that Suna would just find something in bursts of adrenaline and break the ropes herself to get away from Kurt.
I swear. Always wanting to stay
Millennial,
home
what?
and play their video games.
wait, they're millennials?
that's a
They're
shame.
not millennials. They're not 1-year-old. Call them
No.
millennials. That's not. They're not millennials, though. If they
Yeah,
were,
wouldn't be, that's right. Yeah.
they're not millennials. They're what? They're Gen X, I think, technically. For them being in high school at this point, they'd have to be like Gen X.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
They're not millennials. Millennials were like 3 to 5 years old at this point in time, right?
Actually, wait. Well, that depends because some people say that Gen Z started in like 97. That's like the widest range. People give like 2000 or from that point onwards because like,
I mean, I personally consider Gen Z started at like.
2012.
I personally consider Gen Z started at 19 at like the 2000s. I would say like 2000, 2001-ish territory.
Which actually means that they would be Gen Y and therefore millennials. So actually technically, Ruby is on the money here. Actually,
Well, I
maybe
mean,
millennials don't know they're high school students. They're like 16,
no.
17.
Here's what I think.
Gen X, I think, ended like in like 1980 something.
Gen X. Here's what I think. Gen X ends exactly 1980, and then millennials is 1981 to 1996. Gen Z is 1997 to 2012. Generation Alpha 2013 to mid 2000s. Not mid 2000s, mid 2020s. I can't word.
And then 2025 onwards is Gen Beta.
Yeah. Okay. Or will be because of course.
Well,
there
yeah.
yet.
So yeah.
I wonder what that's going to do to the alpha versus beta discussion.
Oh yeah, it's like you're already a beta. We're all betas.
If that's still a thing like 10, 20 years from now, that's gonna be an interesting thing to
Jacob,
to come back
you don't
to.
know what's gonna happen inside of those high schools. They're gonna get worse. They're going to deteriorate to the point at which it will purely be left to be a war between two generations that really doesn't even matter to begin with. They're just gonna fight because they want a reason to fight. Because that's humanity.
That's
at this
essentially what
point.
happens on social media. That's not just a high school thing. Social media has.
Yeah, no,
I'm
but
pretty sure that Gen X have been on the attack recently on TikTok particularly.
Oh yeah,
No
the
reason.
Gen X rising up. It's like sure.
well, as
yeah.
somebody not on TikTok, I cannot confirm or deny.
That was funny though. Those videos were unironic, but they were kind of funny. It's like, ha, yeah, you're rising up against what? No one's actually
Specifically
trying to
Eminem.
cancel Gen X.
I assume.
Specifically Eminem.
Oh yeah, there's also the
Oh,
short
yeah.
clip. Yeah, great.
I forgot that Eminem was like involved in I'm not involved, but he was a subject. Okay.
Would have been great to have had them here. But hey, I'm glad you're here.
Yes, it would have. I 100% agree. And speaking out of universe.
Hunter!
Oh, I love.
Hey,
I love
you made it.
Kiori's dress though. Kiori's dress is amazing.
Is it just me, or did she sound like way too distant in that last shot? Like, it sounded
She
like
was
she
running.
very far away.
She
but
was
yet
running.
She walked across as if just into frames, as if she was just off camera a second ago.
Yeah, no, she was running very fast, and then all of a sudden came to a halt, and then started walking right before she came onto camera, just to make it seem a little bit more
Dramatic.
dramatic.
Yeah.
I forgot the
See,
word.
if this were live action sequence, if it was the actress playing Kiori would have been like off screen, off camera, and then would have just like said the thing, and would have got like the levels in automatically. I rarely talk about the advantage of live action versus animation, but that is one of the advantages that you don't have to, there's no risk of making that mistake as long as you've got good boom mics.
Wow. That dress looks great on you, Kiori.
Does
it really?
Yeah,
Don't call. No.
Don't what?
I mean,
I hate this
honestly, coming from Hunter at this particular point, it sounds casual. Like,
I think it's supposed to be
compliment.
casual.
Yeah, it's supposed to be casual, but God, next episode.
We're not talking about next episode.
Anyways,
I'm not gonna ask what's next episode. I don't want spoilers.
It's a series finale.
It's best that you don't. It's best that you
the
don't.
series finale.
Right,
next
Ruby?
episode.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Also, I like how sparkly Ruby's dress is.
Very sparkly, very good.
Better.
What's wrong?
This dress. It belongs to my older sister.
Yeah, I actually this makes a lot of sense because she wasn't planning to come, so of course, there's a chance that she wouldn't have a dress in the first place. So
Yeah.
that kind of makes
Kiori
sense.
just doesn't seem like a dress person, you know.
Yeah, definitely not.
You know what? I can tell the rack is way too big for you, girly.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa.
That line I remembered. Yeah, that was something.
God,
My
we didn't,
mom
include
said-
anything, we didn't include anything about the term racks in the Ruby
Well,
song.
no, because it was such like an innocuous line. It's like, okay, I mean, of all the things to reference, probably that would not have been a thing to point out.
That she was going to buy me a brand new dress, but because I know my mom and she's cheap, she just pulled out my older sister's dress and put it in a bag to make it look new.
Crazy.
I can't believe
I mean, I'm surprised you did. Well, I mean, surprised that the mum didn't think that Kyo would recognize that.
I
but there you
fell
go.
for it.
Hey,
Also,
I guess we just
Go for it.
add that to a list of terrible MyStreet parenting. Not the top of the list, but it's definitely included.
You know what's
somewhere.
weird though? We only had like a few lines for Kiori's mom as a whole, and we already established she's not that great of a parent.
Does my
This
street
is
have
not
good parents?
good.
Does my
Half
street have
Mao.
good parents?
Aphmau, do you have mommy or daddy? Well, actually, you probably have daddy issues. Do you have mommy issues too?
Does my street have any good parents? At all?
Is it?
I
Yeah.
want-
One, maybe
Good
two at a
parent.
glance.
What do you mean by at a glance? What?
Because the second one in question has a lot of questionable moments, especially her debut actually. But makes up for it later on.
No,
And the
I
first
would
one's
say,
just-
I would
and the
say
first one's
Ziana
just a
is
good
a
parent.
good mom. Ziana's like the one good parent.
Yeah,
And
well,
the
no,
whole-
Ziana is the second best MyStreet parent for me.
Who's the best?
The first one being Terry. Well,
Who?
you haven't met either of these two, so it won't matter. You haven't met Ziana or Terry.
Terry
yet.
was introduced in season 5 of MyStreet.
Is it not the season you told me?
Depending on
season?
what order we introduce MyStreet to you, you will definitely meet Ziana first, one way or the other.
Ah,
Oh, well, Ziana I think's the first MyStreet parent we ever got introduced to, actually. No, wait, we got introduced to... No, we got introduced to... not Ziana. We got introduced to not...
not Ziana. Yes, not Ziana.
No, we got introduced to Garth and Don...
Oh, so Dante and Jean's mum, so Maria. Yes, okay, fair enough.
No, we... At first, Ziana, then Sylvana, then Maria, I think.
Okay.
Because-
It's because you
based
said
off release
Dante and
order.
Jean, so I was like, okay.
No,
Well,
I'm
if-
great at
yeah.
words.
Yeah, okay. If we're going by chronological order, Sylvana was first. If we're going by
Yeah.
release order, Ziana was first.
You know what's funny,
and,
though?
And I think because we've already had Vin watch remake of episode 1, that will most likely be going in release order.
You know what's funny though? In Diary season 2, who voiced Ziana was Michaela Laws, not whoever I forget who's the voice actor of Ziana. But in season
Amy
2,
Kitsune?
but yeah, no, in season 2, like Michaela Laws ended up voicing Ziana for the one or I think like the 2 episodes she was in. Which I distinctly remember that, which like dang.
I mean, there've been some like swapping arounds that have happened. Usually they don't make it onto the screen. Famously,
Yeah.
Kaiten and Kawaii-chan
Remember the Swift
were cast as each other,
Swift.
but then they were swapped, behind the scenes. Which does make a lot of sense. I do remember the one time that aphmau teased that she was going to show like what that would have sounded like.
And then just had the guy who voiced the girls.
yeah, missed opportunity, but oh well.
What? Huh?
That's
What?
funny
It was one of the aphmau TV episodes, I think.
Yeah, APH
TV?
bloopers.
On
It's what you called it. APH TV bloopers is the name of the series, not
Oh.
not a TV show. Although aphmau did mention in a live stream one time that she has been approached multiple times by like TV studios or networks to make a version of MyStreet, but because that would have like wrestled the control away and like the and like her like creative freedom with the series, she turned all the offers down, which definitely makes a lot of the wishy-washy creative process a lot more a lot more ironic when you consider the alternative. But ultimately, I prefer it like this a little bit because like one of my favorite series of all time is because of the fact that it stayed independent and it was like one person's vision realized and they were able to do so. And then 2 people because eventually Jason like tied on for like the writing team and whatnot. But complicated stuff, we don't much worry about that for right now.
Should have let me help you pick the dress when you had the chance.
All right,
Crazy.
enough. You two can chit-chat about stupid cheap moms all you want. Hey,
Man, Ruby does not like
I'm going inside
There might
Yeah.
be
and
issues.
scope out the food. Spencer, let's go.
Yeah,
She made good point.
This
Go
is
on,
another
food.
reason why getting rid of Curtin Sooner makes no sense, because you want to get rid of Curtin Sooner to be alone with Hunter. She's now just left Hunter alone with her greatest rival in her own mind in order to get food, which implies that she only like tied them up to make sure they wouldn't also get more of the food, which there's more than enough for every student.
You sure Ruby's a big eater?
Well, I mean, Gareth is also a big eater. Not that you would know that yet, but that's a trait that they introduced later on for him. And even he never pushes anyone aside. And at most, he might like hog like a plate of food to himself every now and then. That was more than enough.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna wait here.
Is
Okay,
Ruby
Ruby?
like into Hunter? Is that like a plot point here?
It's
Or is she just crazy?
Like,
I don't know.
If it's not like blatant, it's like alluded to. Yeah, like the way that she talks about him. If she at least either feels like a deep admiration for him as the leader, like a hero worship type of thing, or there is something more to that. It could be in terms of
Because it's very unclear to me. It's like, do you like him or want to be him? Those are very two different things, in my opinion. Wanting to be someone and liking someone is very different.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the rumors spreading around like Zayn and aphmau back in season 1.
Yeah,
because people were confused about that, and like just how close aphmau and Zayn were getting specifically.
Nah, Zayn's just socially awkward. He just doesn't. He's just socially
and
awkward.
aphmau, the creator, being like the amazing troll that she was, just like fully played into that, which I definitely admire. But anyway.
Whatever. Suit yourself. I'm gonna tear this place apart.
You already broke down a door. What else can you do to tear it apart?
You don't want to go.
She's got a flamethrower hidden inside of her dress somewhere.
Oh my god. I'm a Ruby with a flamethrower.
I wanted to talk to you first. About tonight?
Hey, you already got me in a dress to come here.
By
Isn't
the
that
way,
enough?
I want to dance with it.
Hunter's suit is so boring. I have beef. Why are the suits in this show so boring? It's not even a white suit. No, you have a basic blue suit with a blue tie. Like, what? Are you trying to cosplay as Derek now? Huh?
Who's Derek?
I think I say cosplay
Aaron's
as me,
dad.
but fair enough.
Who's Derek?
Aaron's dad. That's
Who?
what he's
Yeah,
primarily
if it-
seen in.
Yeah, if anything, I honestly thought you were gonna say what you call a cosplay as me.
Nah,
That's what
but
you
no,
meant.
I just listen. This is why I despise male fashion, or at least in a lot of shows. When it comes to like fancy outfits, it's like no one even tries anything interesting with it. They don't even give someone a bow tie or anything. No, you have the
Male
basic.
fashion in real life is somewhat similar,
I know, but it's
at the
annoying.
high school level, so it kind of
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense.
in high school,
Like-
Dress
like,
wise,
no,
usually
you-
you're gonna get extremely boring. Then you get that one kid who pulls up in the hot pink tuxedo, and it's the most love it or hate it thing that you will ever see.
You see? Oh god, I don't know. I just hate
Yeah,
it.
as far as Hunter's character goes, he could have either just had no idea what to do for his own outfit, or alternatively, he could have gone down like a massive rabbit hole to see what would impress Annabelle the most, and settle on something like incredibly bombastic by comparison. So either way, for him specifically, the outfit was never going to go well.
No, it's just
Annabelle.
a casual out. It's just a casual outfit with a tiny pin on it of a smiley sun.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, good callback. But actually, wait. I'll rectify what I said. Unless he also borrowed an outfit from somebody else. But then the question would
Maybe.
become, who would he borrow it from?
But
Isaac.
I just hate how in the show we get to see like all these pretty dresses and all these like pretty outfits for, like the female characters, and you just cut to the male characters, basically all wearing the same stuff with like a slightly different colored tie. It's like wow,
Which again,
real
true to real life,
creative,
honestly.
real creative. Like
It is very real life.
we're not in real life though. We're in an anime Minecraft world. Why can't we have cool anime outfits?
Describe to me cool anime
Different
tuxedo
type
right
of
now.
anime, I think.
I don't know. Maybe he at least pushed up his sleeves, adds pins, gets a bow tie, has cool tennis shoes. I don't know.
Cool tennis shoes.
Maybe the suit's like a cool
I was with
color.
you
Like,
until that last bit.
what if the suit was like red with white highlights,
It's not Christmas time.
or red with black highlights?
He's not evil.
What?
That, I mean, yeah, it's one of those things.
Honestly, when I went to prom, some of the suits the guys were wearing kind of lame, but there were actually some pretty cool suits in a lot of them. If
See,
I'm honest.
When I
Like a lot of them were actually wearing pretty cool suits, so I don't know. I just changing some of the color palette, like maybe a white suit would be kind of cool. I don't know, something.
Yeah.
See, I
wonder if
see.
have
I
one of my-
spent
wonder if I have
a
one of my prom photos saved.
I
see. I spent a good amount of
I might have a
money.
picture of that. Give me a fear.
I spent a good amount of money on my prom outfit as a joke, but it ended up looking really nice. So I went to prom in this dark blue to dark purple gradient suit. I did like
cool. See, why can't we have something cool like that for Hunter? That would be nice.
white undershirt. There was I don't remember what the tie was. I think it was probably a dark purple tie, and then dress pants, dark blue, regular dress shoes because I didn't feel like messing with the shoes.
Question, Vin. You said that you said that you spend a lot of money on this, like, you know, to be funny. What was the joke?
The whole thing with me and my friend group, we're gonna dress up as the colors of the rainbow, get in a line, and make a very, very non-homophobic joke.
Okay.
It was a whole.
That would make a lot of sense. Did your friends like bail on you?
No, they all did it.
No.
And we all actually looked really good.
Okay.
But we didn't do the second part of the plan, which was we were all gonna act gay. But that never happened.
No. Probably for the best.
Probably for the best.
There's the non-homophobic part of the joke, because I was like honestly, yeah, you know, like this been like a cool thing before. I was like, oh wait, no, now I see what you mean.
Yep.
There it is.
So yeah, no, we all looked very nice. I don't have a photo. No, but I do have a photo. I don't have it on that device. Okay, I'm out of town, so I don't have it on the right device. But
yeah, no, I feel like there's so much more stuff aphmau could do with the male fashion in the show, and I don't think anyone gets it. I don't think any of the males get any good like suits in this episode. I'm pretty sure. Like
we will definitely check that once we get to that portion, but it's unlikely. And nope, it doesn't seem like I have any prom photos.
Well, can you describe your prom Can you describe your prom outfits?
He's basic.
He's basic. Imagine being basic. Imagine not being purple and blue. Imagine not being the colors of the rainbow.
Well, I mean, see if I had my branding back in the day, I might have been blue, but no, not the case at the time. Yeah, no, we're not getting that today, unfortunately. Moving on.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Call it crazy, but I think it'll be the perfect icebreaker for us.
Isn't dancing a little more extreme?
Right now,
Oh yeah, in case anyone missed the line, he you know, was nervously went like, oh, what it does with Annabelle. Which, I mean, yeah, you invite her to a dance, that actually makes a lot of sense to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Kiori is hesitating about now. It's like, what, you mean you want to dance? To dance?
I feel like this
Maybe
is the
Kiori
only
knows
place...
something Hunter doesn't.
Potentially, you know, if it turns out that Annabelle's the worst dancer in the world.
Can happen.
Yeah, but what kind
You
of
know,
dance
I
we
just realized,
talking?
well,
Like, do you want to like slow dance?
The last 4 episodes of this show pretty much focus really only on Hunter and Annabelle's thing. It would get barely any focus on Kiori's running.
That's because it's mostly building up to the snow coming event. Like,
yeah, but
I imagine that I imagine the plan was, okay, we're gonna build up the snow coming, and then afterwards, you know, pivot back into Kiori afterwards.
And that never
Alternatively,
happened.
aphmau just never had any ideas to do with running aside from what was already presented.
Well, I mean,
Which I guess is also a reason why One With You is only 5 episodes long. There's not.
Well, I mean, when
too
they
much
started
that someone
focusing
outside that sphere probably would be able to, you know, indulge in and build into a story.
Well, when
to be fair, with Running With You could be longer if I expanded more on the side characters and added more of a cast. Because Running With You only really had a handful of centric characters. Jackson,
yeah, there was no Infinity Club. No Infinity Club equivalent.
Nicole, Marie, and Felicity. Which Felicity and Marie were barely characters because they're just Jackson's family.
I'm gonna disagree with that one. They were definitely more than just like barely characters, because I mean, well, first of all, we had like a full episode dedicated to just the family, which proportionate to like the entire runtime of Running With You is not significant. Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I only was working with a handful of characters, so technically, from a series perspective, if I wanted this to be like a 10 episode or like 12 episode show, I would have tacked on 3 to 4 extra characters and like added maybe a minor character thrown in there.
Yeah,
with
considering
those
that one of the
3 to 4
things
extra
that you complained
characters.
about, like this review series, was the fact the Infinity Club got so little focus. That probably would have also been an aspect to develop, some sort
They,
of club
they probably would have
equivalent.
had more episodes dedicated to them. Maybe they would have had an
Oh.
arc or like a few maybe there would have been like a movie centric arc or something with the Infinity Club hanging out or something, or like maybe just discovering their purpose or something. Probably arc wise, I don't know.
Yeah.
See,
We probably would have got something more. But what we got out of the show, we ended up barely getting anything out of them. Unfortunately, they ended up just being filler. Even Ruby, as much as I like her, she is pretty much just filler.
I mean, it depends like where we're talking about. I mean, she definitely contributes to the plot by
Kidnapping
breaking
people.
Hunter and Annabelle free. But yeah, like ultimately speaking, I mean, it depends because like calling entire characters filler is always like a risky move for me specifically because it kind of like even if they have like small contributions or like just the fact they exist there to make the world seem larger, to have other people, the main characters, interact with them and seem like they're so alone in the world. That to me already is like more than enough. It's kind of like you say like Alfonso and Ferguson from Star Wars: The Forces of Evil. They were tacked on by the studio, and they were like I guess you could define them as filler characters if you wanted to, but the fact is like they were so
also
involved
Star
in
Wars
the
a lot
early
more
episodes,
Star Wars also a lot more episodic, and a lot of the human characters are technically more fillery characters because we didn't really get much development out of them or like story progression for majority of them. But so,
some
barring
parts of Job Days are also kind of episodic in that same way.
sort of. I don't know. I mean, the thing with Ruby and the Infinity Club in general is the story itself. Like all you have to do is make very minor edits, and the story itself it can easily be done without them. Instead of Ruby breaking down the door, Kiori just comes back with the key.
that's boring.
No,
Exactly.
instead,
See, the thing is that you could do that, but the question is, would you do that?
See,
That's the thing.
I guess,
That's the
but
difference
like
between,
Aiden, you
really
need to
like,
understand
filler
the
characters
best-
and like
The best way to solve problems is to have a character who's explicitly meant to commit crimes.
what?
Like Kiori does petty crimes. Ruby does all the crimes: breaking and entering, destruction of private property, actual kidnapping, all of the above.
Holding people hostage.
That is the most rating endorsement for Marinette I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my
What?
god!
Wait, what?
No! Oh no!
Wait, what did I say?
Okay, Marinette does all the crimes, but no one ever calls her out on the crimes. At least people somewhat acknowledge when Ruby has crimes.
Some of them do.
Not really. Her friends literally actively support her stalking someone. They're like,
she
oh
does
yeah.
I understand that. I'm saying some of them do. I'm not saying like the episode every episode. In fact, it's more rare than not, but it does happen occasionally, especially from Tiki.
Tiki's like, Marinette, should you be watching Aaron? Should you be watching Adrian with your binoculars from a rooftop? It's like, shut up, Tiki. I need to watch him.
Who
Oh.
names their
Exactly.
child?
So there are some call-outs.
Who names their child Tiki?
Oh, well, she's not a human.
Oh,
She's a magical being. Thingy.
Yeah. Also,
And their
apparently
name is
it's like
Tiki.
apparently it's wordplay on the word creation in what was it, Swahili? I can't remember exactly, but one of them.
Swahili?
I don't remember. That's just off the top of my head. I think someone mentioned that to me.
Tiki.
But anyway, it's like it's a foreign language of some kind where it means creation. That's like tied to her powers, and there's a whole thing. Anyway.
No.
Samba?
No.
Do you want to see her twerk?
Ah!
What? Listen.
Ah!
Hey, Kiori, it's been, I don't know how long this episode's been going on, but we already brought up racks. We don't need twerking. We don't need to hit the Nicki
It's been
Minaj
going on for
trio.
4.5 minutes.
We do not need to hit the Nicki Minaj trio, Kiori.
Yeah, especially since I don't think Nicki Minaj's career had blown up at this point. But also, that neither was twerking a really like recognized thing. I don't believe.
Twerking didn't really come up until Nicki Minaj.
I know that it entered the Oxford Dictionary in 2013 because I remember that like being like a news report on the radio. That's why I know that. But yeah, before that, who knows? Also, bold of Kyo to assume that they would play samba music at a school.
At a snow
School
club.
dance.
Modeled off of an amalgamation of the US and Japan. I don't think some would be like on their playlist necessarily. Not to say that it shouldn't be. It definitely should be. Because that sounds amazing. But
I mean,
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna be
as
honest,
the years
school
go
dance
on,
music
maybe
is the
school
worst,
dance will
though.
become diverse. Maybe we'll get diverse school dances. We can
School
keep
dance
doing
music is the worst, though. There's no way they're gonna actually do any different
See,
type of music.
I love school dance music because half the time it's the best music. It's the best music for the dance, and the other half the
Cha-cha,
time,
real smooth.
no, and the other half of the time it's the Thick of It by KSI, Grippy by J. Cole,
Wait,
One Gun
what?
Alaga by Drake.
They're actually playing
one of
that
the-
stuff
yeah.
at dances now? Oh no!
They play
Oh,
Aiden,
no.
they play like tracks that are popular at the time or have been in recent years. So of course,
But
Oh,
also,
no.
Also,
the DJs
yeah.
can be stupid sometimes, and sometimes they get away with playing WAP by Nicki Minaj. Actually, no, I don't remember who made WAP. It's been too long.
Cardi B, I think.
Oh, it's Cardi B.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Nicki
Yeah,
Minaj did not make WAP. I can guarantee you that.
But she did make Anaconda, which also got
Yes,
away with
yeah.
being played at prom.
Anaconda, don't.
That one I can vouch for. But also,
God.
but yeah, so but actually, one of I have a very specific gripe with a very specific like school dance because when we had foreign exchange students that were actually from the region of Goethe that I'm in right now, actually, we had like a farewell dance. And I remember that that you know they were very excited for because a lot of the time they requested like specific artists that were either popular at the time or were popular in dances in general. One of which being Shakira. The thing about Shakira.
Which one did they
Yeah,
pick?
I don't think that song was out yet, but
Which one did they pick?
Didn't know you could dance like
no,
this.
see, the thing about Shakira is that that she's released like 2 different versions of a lot of her songs.
Oh, a dirty and a clean version.
No,
Right?
no, an English.
No,
and Spanish
language.
version.
Languages.
Oh.
English and Spanish.
Yes.
Hey,
See,
English and Spanish.
That's the thing. Yeah, people
English.
wouldn't necessarily have known that because yeah, of course, because obviously the Spanish students that were asking for that stuff, they wanted the Spanish versions, and like honestly, in some aspects, I feel like Shakira is much better in Spanish than she is in English. Honestly, that may be my personal opinion there, but
I've never heard her in Spanish, so no clue
okay.
how she sounds.
You will eventually.
Yeah. So and ironically, actually, when she did like her diss track on PK, that was only in Spanish, and yet that was on like I think it was like the let's say this is the Jimmy Kimmel Jimmy Fallon's, well the Jimmys that was like performed on live, and the entire audience was singing the song in Spanish as she was performing it. So clearly, there's not an issue in that regard. Clearly, people are used to it by now. I guess after the rise of reggaeton and then K-pop afterwards, they used to sing in 4 languages more so than they were back in like 2015 when this dance took place. Fair enough. But the thing is, like, because the dance was arranged by the company doing the exchange, which is a British company. So they looked at Shakira songs and they found the English versions. My complaint is their entire job is to like bridge the gap between like bridge the gap or like like a change of cultures, right? And I feel like the language of a song that being requested specifically to people from a certain culture would be something that they would probably need to be aware is a difference. Because I remember they started because of course someone that was singing the lyrics to one of the songs to Sami Namina, and then as soon as they heard wait a minute, what is this? Hold what is this lyrics? Yeah, that was something I remember. I think they actually eventually sang so loud in Spanish they drowned out the original vocals, so it worked out in the end. Fortunately,
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Kiori?
Hunter, I think you need to lighten up a little.
No,
How
Hunter.
can I after you go?
It was a joke. I know you well enough to know that you wouldn't want to even imagine the thought.
Then why did
Yeah,
you
but
say
Kiori
it to
does.
me?
Because
Apparently didn't imagine that in a dress until the second, until like right now.
It's a
so,
dance.
yeah.
I mean, I guess she could be wearing a suit. I mean, you know what? Annabelle in a suit. Let's get Annabelle in a suit. Hashtag Annabelle wear a suit.
Yeah, but then she'd probably be wearing
Aiden,
something
you
boring.
just said all the suits are boring. Yeah, exactly.
You want Annabelle to wear
Okay.
something boring?
Okay, no. suits are. I actually think a girl wearing a suit's a lot cooler than a guy. Okay, male fashion is boring. At least a girl
Sexism.
wearing a suit's more unique
Okay,
than
but
a
I'm
guy
talking
wearing a
about,
suit.
but when you're talking about the complaints about them being the suits
Oh.
themselves, not the people
Plus,
wearing them
plus,
specifically.
let's be
Aiden.
honest. Women will find a way to make a suit look more interesting. They'll like, I don't know, pair a skirt with it or something. They'll make it look cool.
So why would you get a man in a skirt with a suit on?
Well, I don't know, because most men don't want to do that. I mean,
I
I'll
don't know.
stand it.
I'm pretty sure they had a female designer in charge of the outfits for this series, so I beg to differ in that regard.
Yeah.
Hunter,
Oh.
you being this overdramatic hasn't gotten you anywhere. Think about it. How long have you liked Annabelle?
Since I first laid eyes
Kindergarten.
on her
Oh,
about a year
that's
ago.
like-
And when did you start
About a year. Oh, I guess he didn't ever see you in freshman year. Fair enough.
talking to her?
I mean, sometimes you
Since
don't
I
see
met
people in your
you.
school. Like, one of my closest friends currently, and I went to the same high school, and we never crossed paths for like the year and a half you're both going there. So, you know.
Yeah, that's why I said it sort of makes sense. Depending on the size of the school, we know Phoenix Drop High is decently big.
They also
Exactly.
do species separation.
For like specific classes
Oh, I
to
know.
do
I
with
know.
that. Yeah. Which again, I still say that people would benefit from learning about the biologies of the different species in question, similarly to how I say that there's certain other classes separated by certain other categories should also probably have those gaps bridged, at least eventually.
Normally, most people would have at least made an attempt to approach their crush in some way.
She doesn't even know my name.
Huh?
Annabelle has never said my name, or if she has, she's never said it to me.
That's not.
This was like talked about before, actually, but in a previous episode, I think, where he kind of implies that. But yeah, now it's been.
Hey,
mentioned.
you.
This is meant to be like the big reveal of like, whoa, I better go back and check to see if she ever says it. But meanwhile, me back in the day reviewing this 5 years ago was like, I caught on the second that started to happen.
But
So
I mean,
this
that's
was like, yeah.
but I mean, it's pretty
See,
obvious. It's
Hunter-
pretty obvious though that aphmau was doing that, because like she didn't even do it in a subtle way. It's like, "Hi there, you." It's like,
Hunter,
okay,
you
that's
just have
not
to
subtle.
legally change-
That's why I caught on to it. I'm not
Hunter,
saying
yeah.
I'm
Just
not trying to like
legally
laud
change
myself
your
as some
name
kind of
to
genius
you.
or anything like
Just
that.
Yeah,
legally change your
I
name to
hate-
you. It's not that hard.
People.
I hate how aphmau wasn't subtle with it though. Like, it's so easy to have a character avoid saying a name, because like sometimes I'll either when I forget a person's name, or it kind of get confused with names. Sometimes mix up names. I'll just avoid saying someone's name
Nah, I
in
start
a
pulling up with, like-
conversation.
Oh, I just start
I'll
pulling
just
up
not
with-
say their name.
No, you gotta start pulling up with like the buddy nicknames, like "Yo, what up, my man? How we doing? Come on, let's get up here, duh. Let's go, like
That's too obvious.
There is a
though.
Smosh sketch that is about that, where they keep calling this one guy dude for the entire for his pod that he is hosting, and then eventually the guy gets like so fed up with them doing so, and then it's like, guys, I know that dude is a weird name, but I mean, you don't have to keep reminding me of it.
Oh, that's who you are. Like, I could easily get away with doing that purely because my vocabulary uses so many different nicknames that people just assume that I know their name. So like,
Well, yeah, okay, look, of course, with there's been that in a Smosh sketch, the fact that they were like making like a they were exaggerating it for comedy. But yes, ultimately, nicknames is one way around it. I think I mentioned this before in a previous review, but I once met somebody who had like left their fiance at the altar because it turns out that said fiance didn't know her name for the 3 years they were dating beforehand. I just referred to her exclusively as Babe the entire time.
I still find
It
that
was
crazy
only
though,
when
that
saying
you
wedding
let
vows, which, yeah.
that you let that run for 3 years before clocking. Wait a minute, you never said my name. How do you not know my name?
Yeah, no, I'm more shocked about the fact that like the guy didn't think to verify that somehow.
Ask one of the friends or something. I don't know. Look at the papers. Like, do you live together? Maybe you try to like look at their like passport or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Find something.
or some form of
the
ID.
passport.
Yeah.
Some form of identification is the important bit there.
Yeah, you
Honestly,
had
you know,
her
when I-
wallet. You never just took a look at the license, the I don't know, driver's license or something. I don't know.
Again, some form of identification that was included, but I don't know if she can drive. I didn't ask that question. This one, I met this person like once or twice, but actually when I did so, it was through Discord with her username being what I presume to be her real name, unless it's like Jacob for me, and it's not actually a real name, but at least that was like close, which means that he also probably didn't follow her on any social medias that she may or may not have had at the time. So yeah, there was a lot of questions there. Definitely not the best relationship, and probably best they didn't end up tying the knot in the end. Farewell.
True, yeah, you're right. I've never heard her say it myself, but that's exactly why you need to loosen up.
You know what? You're right.
Get hyped, Hunter. Tonight is your night.
Tonight is my night.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna dance with Annabelle.
What's that?
I was going to say like, oh, sure, why not? Absolutely. But yeah, okay, fair enough. Also, well, I know that some people's like dresses match their hair, but that's very exact. That's I don't know whether to be impressed or concerned, Annabelle.
I don't know. Maybe she dyes her hair. I don't think so, though. Knowing this universe, but
She dyes her hair the same. She dyes her hair the same color as this one specific dress.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know.
Just building up for the moment when she will have a chance to use it. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Annabelle believes.
I mean, to be fair, Hunter's eyes are the exact same color as his tie, and Kiori's eyes are the exact same color as her dress. So
Yeah, because they wear They wear contacts just so when they can wear this dress. Except for Kiori knew that it's their sister's dress, so she's like, so she was forced to wear these contacts by her mother because.
What?
Yeah, I can actually imagine that Ku might have found a dress that matches her eyes, which are the same as Kiori's, genetically speaking. But we never find out because we never see her sister, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Ku staged a coup. That's why she can't be here to wear the dress.
Yes, you've made that joke every time that name comes up.
Whoops!
I would love to stage a
I
coup.
didn't mean to scare you guys like that. I couldn't help.
Kiori seemed more scared than Hunter was. I guess that is also
Well,
progress.
also,
But
how
over
did
here, my
Hunter should have seen Annabelle in the peripheral vision? What the?
This is MyStreet. No one has peripheral vision or hearing unless the plot demands they do.
We were just wondering where you were at.
No, it's not. It's that one thing that what you've seen Hotel Transylvania, like the one thing that Dracula absolutely hates is blah blah blah. I do not say blah blah blah.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of the last episode of Quest of the Rising Sun, actually. Or Quest of the Breathing Moon, sorry. Quest of the Breathing Moon, where we finally get the Nathaniel and Hera date. And I'm pretty sure like I did that where I was like, and in the middle of a sentence, I'm just gonna trail up and go like like that. I was waiting to do that for like 3 weeks.
Oh, I've been around, but I haven't actually gone inside.
What? Why not?
Well, I've been making sure.
Also, what do you mean you've been around? You just like
The building.
surrounded the building?
Yes.
What was the
She's
point of
doing
that?
she's doing perimeter. She's making sure no burglars are getting in. She's making sure specifically Ruby doesn't get inside with her 12-inch flamethrower.
Oh, by the way, now that we've actually like see the outfit from close up, there's one detail I really like about this: the snowflake hairpin there.
Yeah.
Everyone of importance arrives. You know, we do have snow coming, queen and king to crown, right?
What?
Yeah, but you can only do that based on people who are there.
Seriously? I thought that was only a prom thing.
Normally, but most schools just do it for fun.
I have heard the terms homecoming, king, and queen used a lot of times, so actually no, Cure is not just a prom thing.
Besides, it's used as a fundraiser event for the school.
Oh, nice.
Oh, just for the money.
Wait, hold on, fundraiser?
For the
You have to
money.
pay to vote for people? Wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
That I've never heard of before.
This is not a democracy. You have to pay to vote. This is
an oligarchy.
You have to pay. We need your we need the school taxpayer dollars so you can vote. This is a democracy. I can promise you that.
I mean, okay, you said it wasn't, but fair enough.
That was probably
So,
pretty much
Annabelle.
the classical advertisement sarcasm.
Right.
You gonna be doing any dancing?
Of course! I love dancing!
With your date?
See, that's a thing. Yeah, of course she's going to do dancing because it's a dance, Kiori.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't I tell you before? I don't have a date. So I'm just gonna hope someone asks me.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, hold on a second.
This, I feel like
So-
there's...
Yeah. Well, I mean, on one hand, I can see Annabelle not bringing this up for herself, but the fact that, like, Kiori never asked her if she had a date, particularly, or, I don't know, because, like, Annabelle would have asked Kiori for sure. Kind of seems like a bit of an oversight there. But hey, you know, convenient for Hunter, I suppose.
So, now that everyone has arrived, would you guys like to go inside? I'm flying.
Oh, okay, everyone has arrived, I guess. I guess she had the mental list, I suppose.
If somebody walks in later on, then I will point that out immediately.
Yep, fair enough. We'll all keep an eye out for that.
So, at the moment, are you guys here to get...
What, us? No.
Nah, we're kind of in the same boat. We just wanted to come support you, Belle. Especially Hunter here.
Yeah.
Does she learn the
Okay.
name now?
See, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, this could have been where she learned the name, or she could have learnt it some other time. But again,
Learn it mid-dance.
Yeah, not talking about next episode yet.
Aw, you guys are sweet! Besides, we went through that song and dance already. I know who you're really into, Kiori.
This is true, and see, that's why I'm surprised that Annabelle and Kiori haven't had this conversation beforehand.
Yeah.
Come on, follow me.
And in they go. What school sign you just 3 exclamation marks? What the...
I don't know. It's basically hard for George and Howard to change it. Okay, now this is more like it. This is better dance music.
All right, Hunter. I'm going to be your wingman tonight.
By the way, well, you already were you'd already tried to with the whole dancing thing and also trying to get Hunter to ask her. But yeah.
Hunter's going through it right now. Hunter's trying his best.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hunter's trying his blah, 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 blah.
I also one detail I like is the fact that they cut the curtains of the exercise was so visible. Probably for legal reasons. Yeah.
For legal reasons.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I went through the trouble of coming to this, and if you waste this opportunity, I'm going to stop helping you with Annabelle.
Joe, you wouldn't.
I mean, why is she surprised? Also, is that why is he
Hunter's
surprised?
being
like, wow,
unusually
you're really gonna help me
loud.
with this? Like I've been doing the whole like year, I guess. Yeah.
Hunter's
That's
being
a real
unusually
shock
loud.
for
I'm
Hunter.
surprised the conditional hearing is not happening. Annabelle, use your ears. They're facing towards Hunter and Kiori. Use them.
I don't think they're facing towards her. That means her ears are like rotated backwards. I don't know about that one.
You sure you can
But
see
still,
one
she
of
won't-
one of Annabelle's ears, like angled in a way that it will be easy to hear Kiori and Hunter.
See, this actually is something that was like translated into Running With You, because in Running With You, the Jackson and Brad loudly discuss Brad's crush Noah right in front of him, and Noah is just like staring off in the distance, just completely zoned out. So I guess that was an accurate translation after all.
What about track?
I'm sorry, Hunter, but this is the only way.
And now she
This is
turned
the only way.
around.
We've talked about how much progress you've made just now, but you know, I guess now we've got to step up and pretend that nothing
See,
has happened.
Now there's only one question left to be asked. Do you know that way?
Good grief.
Everything is going great. Huh? Oh, there he is!
Huh?
Aiden, come over here.
There we go.
Oh no.
Belle.
Oh, he's
how
got
you
like the
doing?
bling. He's got like the bling bling boy suit. He's going. Ugh. He's egg. He is egg.
Egg IRL.
He is
I'm
just
doing
egg.
fantastic.
See, I thought
Say-
Aiden wanted Aiden wanted suits. Aiden, you can have egg. Hope you like egg.
There you go.
Aiden,
if Aiden-
allow me to
if only you were
reintroduce you
unmuted,
to
you
a
need to
friend of
witness Egg.
mine.
Kiori.
See- yeah.
She better not.
Aiden, this is Kiori. Not sure if you remember her.
Yeah.
Why would he not remember her? They met.
Oh,
they-
and the
they-
tennis
had-
shoes.
They had a meal together like a week ago.
Actually, I do.
And the
You-
tennis
what?
shoes.
What?
Egg with tennis shoes.
Well, I guess Aiden got his wish after all. Aiden, creator Aiden got his wish after all.
Aiden, you got egg with tennis shoes. Are you when you get back? I will ask if you are happy.
Having.
Huh? Oh, we going through it right now. Yeah. Are we back in action?
Oh, by the way, what is that guy doing in the background? I can see him he was kind of Whee!
I have no clue. We just got hit
Doing
with a
that.
very heavy lag spike, so I don't know what I just missed.
Well, I didn't. The lag spike happened while this frame was paused, so I don't know why. I don't know.
I thought you were saying
missed
something like
anything.
midway
I'm
through. You're
pressing
saying
play
something. You just went ah.
No, I waited. I waited and said why? What is that guy doing in the background? That was a very specific question.
Oh, that's a first for you, Aiden.
And you are.
So, are you
Okay, never
What?
mind. He is that dense. All right then.
with
Perfect.
anyone, Aiden?
Nah, not at the moment.
Wow!
Not at the
What a
moment.
coincidence!
What a coinky
Wow, he doesn't
dink.
have a date.
What a
Wow, no
coinky
one
dink.
came to this dance with a date, which is
Not
also
even
accurate to high
Bree.
school. I will say, Bree, I can understand not bringing a date actually. But
Yeah.
well, wait, no, we did make that joke before, the fact that she would clinical on the fish, yes, you are the most attractive person that's according to me. Therefore, you should be my date.
Bree's gonna get with
Pick me up at
Isaac.
7 or something like that.
Bree's gonna pull up Isaac. You are the most statistically efficient boyfriend out of all these on the list. Let's do this.
The fact that Isaac is a stereotypical jock and Bree's a stereotypical nerd as well would also make that match
Yeah, that was the That was the other part of the joke.
Yori isn't with anyone either.
Oh my god.
So, I'm just going to leave you two to talk, and us
Oh.
two are gonna go off and try the food, okay?
Wait.
Let it happen. Let him
I
cook.
would have said that would be a convenient thing for Kiori to suggest herself. To be because the whole reason she said she had a crush on Aiden was because she wanted Annabelle to back off and not think she was into Hunter. So the fact is these two purposes will kind of align. But yeah, no, I guess I guess we just I mean it aligned anyway.
The stars aligned.
Fine. Just make sure you stay with him, all right? I don't want to ditch him or anything.
Will do.
Bitch.
Come on, let's go check out the food.
Go,
Still not
go.
saying it.
Wait, was that a photo opportunity of a back of a truck? What the?
I don't know. Let's go back and check that.
Back of the back of the truck.
Actually, it kind of looks like a space rover, just based on the night, but maybe not.
Nah, it's the
Oh, no,
back of a
it's the back
truck.
Yeah, never mind. Okay,
We got swing
And
set in the
swings.
back of a truck.
fair enough.
Man, nothing more romantic than sitting in the back of a truck with the back open, so when he hits the brakes really hard, you go flying out of the truck.
Also, nothing more fun than dressing up for a dance in order to take photos of everyone else and do nothing else. I feel bad for the one in the blue dress here.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, can I say something that's gonna sound super rude?
what?
That's a
You
great
look very
start.
pretty,
How is that?
but your dress doesn't really suit you.
What?
Something about the way it fits is just off.
The racks
Yeah,
are
we've
off.
discussed that. We've discussed that. Yeah.
It doesn't accentuate your features at all. It just kind of sits on you.
This feels like negging, the technique essentially. Which I mean.
Yeah, he's negging without the N. He's egging.
How can you tell that?
You're super uncomfortable right now. And I don't want to admit it's probably me.
Well, you're part of the reason I'm not comfortable.
Hey,
But you also did point out the dress beforehand being one of the reasons, so I don't know.
you don't want to be here, do you?
Is that obvious?
I don't want to be here either, honestly. I'm only here because it's a social event for juniors and seniors. Plus, it's a big event for athletes.
Really? I didn't know.
You never quite understood the case would be like homecoming, the idea of like coming back to a place and then being like athlete specific, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
Notice.
Didn't you try out for track? I swore I saw you.
Wait,
That's also true, but I think he was there during like the dinner as well, but I guess that's probably might be why he remembers too. Okay.
you saw me?
Yeah, we were on the field practicing. Couldn't help but notice a few cuties around.
Crazy.
Me? Cute?
Which, by the way, also I'm not sure. From when she tried out, I don't think she practiced
At all
beforehand. Although maybe she did. We just like skipped the practice session before they started, like before they did like the qualifying race. Maybe that's what happened.
Kiyora's in practice. Kiyora's a natural, and the Kiyora realized that they weren't a natural, so now they practice.
All right.
You do a disservice to yourself.
How are they doing?
Fine, I guess.
Why
She's
are those
blushing.
things? Why are those so high? You have to reach
So that people
over
don't-
your head. That guy's reaching over his head for a salad.
Well, that's because they're so giant.
You couldn't have made
so
them
high by virtue
smaller?
of how large they are.
You couldn't have made them smaller? Like,
Based on how Chisels and Bits works, they could have done that instead, but maybe the actual bowl models themselves just resized to that in Minecraft. I don't know.
That's a great sign.
You know, you,
All right, you hip dudes and dudettes, it's
Hip
time
dude.
for the slow dance. Oh, yeah.
oh yeah!
Wanna dance?
what? Me? Sorry, I don't even know how to.
Do it. Do it, come
Besides,
on.
look,
All
everyone
in.
is leaving the floor.
Yeah, no one does the slow dance because they're cow.
Because they're cowards.
okay.
This man gets it because they're cowards. See,
Okay, that is a
this-
fantastic edit of them just already being off the second we cut back to Aiden.
see, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. We didn't do the part of the joke where we acted gay, but we did do something else sort of just to supplement it. We got all the boys in the rainbow colors to dance with each other during the slow dance,
Okay.
and nobody else
Yeah,
did the slow dance. It was just the boys. It was just the rainbow boys. It was a spectacle
Oh,
because
absolutely.
we
That sounds
definitely did
amazing.
not train for 2 months to get the perfect routine down. This joke was planned for 2 months.
That is fantastic. Also, look at Ruby. Yeah. In the background there, I'm pretty sure that's Ruby hiding
Yeah, do you not
behind...
see the flamethrower?
Well, she's hiding that's behind the pillar. But
Yeah, it's behind the pillar, obviously.
There's a reason that
Egg
light-
boy's
that
about to
light is
egg
yellow.
boy's about to dance with ice. Egg and ice.
Which, by the way, speaking of that, Ice Princess, where is Bree?
Yeah, where's Bree?
I don't know.
It feels so wrong. We need Bree.
Cowards.
Yeah.
Look, a good suit design.
You don't.
We were talking about this before. You got your
yeah.
wish. A character
You got
wore
your
tennis
wish.
shoes.
You're also wearing tennis shoes. Aiden, how do you feel about egg with tennis shoes?
He's cool. Only if he didn't steal my name.
It's spelled differently. What are you talking about?
Well,
He's tried
I was
to
gonna say,
steal
yeah.
my name. He stole it poorly, but he
What are you
tried
talking about?
to.
What are you talking about? This was 2003. So
I
19
was born in 2003, therefore he tried to steal my name.
Yeah, but he's a high schooler, so he was born before 2003.
No, apparently.
Yeah,
this
much
thing
like
isn't
well, I
an
mean,
endless period.
apparently 1-year-old Greta Thunberg was referenced, so you know.
Was she 1-year-old or was she a fetus?
No,
In the womb.
yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, fetus Greta Thunberg. That's right.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Yeah, but me and Jacob were just discussing the 2-month prank that that me and my friend planned, the gay dress up prank for the prom.
Dang.
Which is how the Aiden in the show just mentioned that nobody went to the dance floor because they were cowards. The only people that went on the dance floor were me and the other friends in the rainbow colored clothing, who did a slow dance routine with some other stuff combined that we had prepped 2 months in advance.
Yeah. Which, by the way, fantastic edit here. You got to see this edit. I think. Wait a second.
Sorry, I don't even know how to.
Wait, no. Not this bit beforehand.
All right, you hip dudes and dudettes, it's time for the slow dance. Oh, yeah.
Also, hi, Chris.
Wanna dance?
What? Me? Sorry, I don't even know how to. Besides, look, everyone is leaving the floor.
Yeah, no one does.
Fantastic. I love that so much.
I want to see what I'm gonna walk Ruby in the back corner and see what she's doing.
Look at Ruby.
Yeah,
She's hiding
and
behind a
also,
pillar right
we
now.
saw someone like leave even beforehand. Now we cut back. Actually, we saw someone leave the floor before this edit, but then everyone else.
Yeah, we did.
In the background. Yeah.
That one was even more
Does the
cowardly.
slow dance because they're cowards.
Ruby is sneaking.
There
But
she is.
you don't
Yeah. Oh no.
Yep.
seem that way.
What did Ruby do?
Yeah, you clearly don't want to be here, but you don't seem like a coward anyway. That makes sense.
Yeah. You went for the track.
I'm
team. You're
gonna
a
play
coward.
into like your bravery, but also acknowledge your discomfort at the same time.
Yes, I am going to
Oh,
contradict
no.
all. I am
This
going
would be
to
the perfect
contradict all of your. I'm going to contradict every single one of your feelings to make your thoughts so confused that you randomly slur out that you want to be with me.
That sounds like a terrible abuse tactic. What?
It works.
Well, yeah, no. See, it was. We sort of thought that he was like negging her when he started talking to her beforehand, but actually it went in like a bit of a more wholesome direction, where he actually clocked her discomfort and kind of like opened up and whatnot, and also called her cute. That was a much better part of the conversation than how it began.
It's for them to get close, but why is everyone leaving the floor?
Maybe slow dancing isn't their thing.
We need to help Kiori and Aiden.
We need
I'll
to
give you
get.
that name.
Oh, here we go.
We're going
It is
in.
time.
You
It's
with me?
time.
See, this is technically Kiori's plan because the whole thing
Yeah.
with Aiden was her idea anyway. So Kiori actually is, even though she's not doing anything right now, she actually is indirectly helping Hunter still.
Yeah, I'm in.
That's how good she is. She doesn't even need to lift a finger.
Yeah.
All right, like this.
I do like how they did the dancing animation in this, though, without it, because like the only times we have seen in MyStreet characters dancing was like the in like season 1 of Phoenix Rep High with like the shoulder shrugging maybe.
Hey, we saw that one guy in the back corner at the table just going.
And then the season 6 dance scene, which was the 3D animation, not done in Engine.
And yes, I was going to say season 6, yeah. And I guess we also saw Caitlyn and Kawaii-chan do Para Para in Akon 2016.
True.
So there've been a couple of examples, but most of them have been, the model animations from more player models specifically, not like essentially custom stuff. Yeah.
Huh? Hey, good job, Hunter.
Looks like competition has arrived.
Oh.
How about we show them?
See,
You know what?
The tennis shoes.
I do quite like the suit design. How come see, at least he's somewhat embodying my spirit of Aiden being and wearing a unique suit.
No,
I really
Aiden.
like your suit.
Aiden, it's your spirit of egg.
Egg?
Do you not see it?
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
the egg?
This man has the white and the yolk in the center. That is.
Yes, he is egg.
I mean, fair.
So yeah, it's embodying your spirit of egg.
Egg.
Yeah,
Egg.
let's.
Let the slow dancing competition begin.
Yeah. Right. But
How do you have a slow dancing competition? That defeats the purpose of a slow dance.
Have you not seen a slow dancing competition before? It's actually very unique. Best way to explain it is it's slow.
Wow. That is the best way to describe a slow dance competition. You're right.
God.
This is why we're the writers, Aiden.
This is exactly why you guys are the writers, and I'm not.
Apart from Sword on My Lawn, of course.
I'm still
anyway,
barely the writer.
yeah,
I just think I'm master of stupid for Sword on My Lawn. I am master of stupid.
Also fair. I am gonna give Aiden my Levi drink now for assessing Kyo's personality, actually making her feel at ease, and from his perspective, just like helping somebody out feel more comfortable in a place where neither of them wanted to be in the first place, and just like having a good time. Levi, drink to you.
Cheers to egg.
When you said you're gonna give your Levi drink to Aiden, I'm like, wait, me?
Yes.
What about me?
Yes,
What
Aiden.
about
Aiden,
me?
you know
Yeah,
exactly what you're
don't
gonna
give
give Levi drink for.
I don't give Levi drinks to the guests.
I was gonna be like, what did I do? Listen, there's too many. Like, listen, this is why we don't have a character named Aiden in any of my shows because it gets confusing. It gets confusing.
Guy, you know, Jacob, just to
we
spite Aiden,
we just have
in our show Aiden.
We just have a close name to Aiden.
We just have Adam. Andrew, I think, was also a character you played. I think.
No, wait. Jacob,
No, well, I played Andrew in JG's show Clue.
No, wait,
He made the name
just to
Andrew.
mess with Aiden. We have like a family where all of their children are named Aiden, but with different spellings.
Like what? Aiden with a Y, Aiden with an E, Aiden with
I can
a
think of like 5 different ways of spelling Aiden.
We
already have the hair people.
Yeah. There is a show that I watched a couple of years ago that made a joke where like one of the characters was in a sorority and like meeting a bunch of other different like actual sorority like sisters who were already there because she was pledging at the time and the joke was there was that they were all named Ashley but they were spelt differently. I'm not gonna say the name of the show, not on this channel, but if people to those who know, you know.
Wait, hold on, repeat.
Why repeat? I said I'm not gonna say the name.
Not on my watch.
Here we go.
Here we go.
And just like that, the quote-unquote filler character steps up. All right, Ruby.
Let's pump this up.
She is.
Oh, I just presses one button. Okay.
That's not how that works.
It is now.
We are playing the season theme ish. So
the sun's coming down. Something in the clouds.
Well, we're about to hear it.
Oh yeah. Now this I can jam to.
Oh, voice actor.
Well, oh no, they ruined the slow dance.
Short-lived.
Yeah, no, that's more just ruining that moment.
It felt like an eternity.
Sad.
Then...
oh my god, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ruby actually knocked out the DJ.
Not you again.
You'll never take me alive.
Get back here.
She actually walked over him. Like she didn't even like take a step aside.
Oh,
she
she
just, like,
stepped on him.
fully...
Oh no.
So
yeah, exactly.
Ruby, that's another crime.
Ruby,
no! Stop stepping on this knocked out DJ!
Oh, no! We don't care. Listen, I think we can all confirm this is our Phoenix drop day. It's confirmed death.
Oh my god, we have a murder. We have a murder!
You know what? For season 6 of MyStreet, I did actually have a death count in my old reviews. So that is
I will say, his death is very close to a murder on the dance floor.
Yeah, it
well, actually,
it's
a murder slightly off the dance floor.
Yeah, that's why I said it's very close to.
Yeah.
A murder from a few feet away from the dance floor.
But you better not kill the groove.
I'm so proud of you, Hunter. You got the dance.
Yeah.
It was a short dance, but...
It was because of you. Thanks for doing that again.
You got to dance with Egg, Kiori.
Again, no problem.
Got to dance with
You're
Egg.
helping me get on the track team, and my
Where was
training has
Bree,
really helped, so
though?
thank you.
Yeah.
We never got Bree.
Well, I like the detail of like them actually walking on this trail this time because obviously they're not going to run in suits and stuff. So
yeah.
But
I feel like running in a dress would be uncomfortable though, as well.
That's why they're not running.
That is what I was getting at. Yes.
Oh, the running suit wouldn't be that bad. You get overheated, but you know it wouldn't be that.
Aiden, I want you to send me a video of you running in a suit and then tell me the aftermath.
I don't have a suit on me to wear.
Also, restricted leg movements. I will say that somehow I've been like roped into playing a football match tomorrow, and in an event that either involves like pajamas or a suit. So that's gonna. So
go pajamas. Go with pajamas. Please.
So I'm gonna need a change of clothes in order to not overheat or to have restricted leg movements.
Wait, that means we're not gonna get pajama Jacob on stream.
No.
Aww.
Not to mention also because I'm not streaming tomorrow because 5 Years Later will be out.
Yeah, I
He
know,
seems
but
pretty cool.
Pajama
I
Jacob
can see
on
why
stream.
Annabelle likes him.
Yeah.
Did Annabelle actually
Hey,
get your name, dude?
Kiori.
No.
Well, I mean, Annabelle heard it, at least, from
Yeah.
Kiori.
You'll make the team. I can feel it.
Thanks,
Oh,
Hunter.
yeah,
can
next
feel
episode
it.
And
we'll
I
make
believe in
the
you
team.
with Annabelle. Night.
I can feel
Oh,
it.
yeah, all next
Uh,
episode.
Now I fear for what's gonna happen in this last episode. Because all of your signals have told me bad things are gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh, look. Final thing. I think I love like the. Well, again, the sky is always like this in this season. Very nice.
I feel like the dance part of the episode could have been fleshed out more.
Nah, we
Potentially.
need
I was
Ruby to
expecting,
ruin
like,
it.
more characters to show up. I was expecting like to see at least Bree.
So
I
we're
forgot
Bree-
that Curtis Sooner got tied up. And
Oh, wait, what if Curtin Suna bursted into the dance later on and be like, hey guys, we're here? It's like, oh my god.
yeah, honestly, that would have been a good way to interrupt the slow dance.
Yeah, that would have been actually pretty nice. It's like,
Hey, nah, but instead we got the probably only confirmed murder in Phoenix Drop Days. Because there's no way that guy isn't
And for
dead.
good reason. I mean, he at least has a broken nose or so. Oh wait, no, I forgot. They don't have noses. Never mind.
He was stepped on the chest.
yeah, he probably has like his chest caved in.
He was stepped
Fine.
on. No, he was stepped on the chest, on the side where his heart would be. And just looking at that dude, there's no way that dude didn't weigh less than 300 pounds.
I mean, all the characters look like they have the pretty much same body type in this show.
You know,
I'm
but
gonna
I'm-
be honest.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay. We're
they're all-
going based on how like weirdly chubby his voice sounded. His heart just got stomped in.
I mean, I will say this. I've had people step and sit on me before, and I've survived. So I feel like
Yeah, you think the DJ has a strong body like you, Jacob?
Jacob. I don't know if Jacob has a strong body necessarily.
Yeah, probably
DJs
not.
always
This was
have
like,
extremely weak
This was like
bodies.
many years ago, so also another reason. Probably what I definitely was not an exceptionally strong teenager.
I don't know. I remember the dance being a lot more fleshed out because I feel like the build up to the dance was way too much compared to the payoff.
Yeah, potentially. Like, I remember this being like the best episode of Phoenix Drop Days, and maybe depending on like how you look at it, there's some validity to that. There are some other aspects of other episodes that I prefer, but yeah, like this felt like at least for the Annabelle portion of like the deal, this felt like a great payoff for it. I mean, yeah, Kiori kind of like underplays a little bit of like the achievements that have happened like up until that point, but we still get the natural process behind that, and actually, not to mention also, a little bit of an extra benefit for Kiori herself, a little something there. So,
Yuri got to dance with Egg.
yeah. So I guess depending on what people like think of, but I feel like the reason I value this so highly, again, having not gone back and watched it in 5 years, is the fact that we actually it felt like the mid-season the mid-season arc payoff that it was intended to be. Like that's a common thing that aphmau will do, whether or not it's like a payoff of a 3-part that she will do sometimes in the middle of like the longer series, or some sort of like middle point, like in the case of Phoenix Drop High Season 2, where my actual favorite MyStreet episode exists.
Well, actually, no. Actually, What Do You Like About Me wasn't in the middle. That was more towards the end. I would say the middle payoff of that season was the Aaron heartbreak / Ian being named as Alpha. That's actually more or less the middle portion.
What happened?
Season.
Oh yeah, that's true. That was slightly before that.
Because
yeah.
Yeah, like the aphmau.
No,
What do you like
that's a good
about
point,
me?
because that was like a huge turning point in the series. Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that one. But ultimately, one of those did exist in Phoenix Drop High Season 2, regardless. So
yeah.
And if anything, Phoenix Drop High Season 1, honestly, with the reveal of FC, who I'm not going to say because I know that Finn has asked questions about FC.
No, I don't think even FC counts because FC was like episode 22.
How many episodes are there?
There was 30 episodes of Phoenix Drop High Season 1. But no, the FC reveal was like episode 22. Honestly, it would either be the ending of the gene, like the breaking of the cell phone, for Jean,
That doesn't feel dramatic enough. That feels like, I mean, yeah.
or it
like
would be the
beginning of
reveal that
series,
Garth and aphmau have known each other since childhood and the kiss, like around like episode 14 territory.
Still not put enough. That was the kiss was episode 8. That was also too early.
Was it?
Okay, but my point is there are some like dramatic moments like mid-season that feel like either not necessarily mid-season points maybe, but
Vin
like,
Views is gonna be a mess.
Where things like dramatically change in between, rather than having like a season break in between, like having aftermath be digested after.
I'm gonna be
It's also the
absorbing
case.
so
That
much
also
information
happens,
from these people.
but just in different ways.
Yeah, no, Vin Views is going to be a very interesting show. Just
absolutely.
Yeah, and Jacob's planning on just getting me to watch all the stuff that you guys have been telling me to watch and compiling it to supercuts and making it a series on his channel after this 5 years later.
Oh.
Yeah,
I get to be his new content farm.
I gotta bridge some more aphmau content. That's for sure.
He's waiting.
God, I really want. God,
we only have one more 5 Stage episode after this as well.
Okay, when are we doing a MyStreet Abridged series? By the way, I want a MyStreet Abridged series.
Well, I mean,
after Vin Views.
I mean, I still have the old recordings we did for Ultra Nova Abridged.
That's not MyStreet.
I know, but I mean, it's an abridged series based on like aphmau. But I mean, I don't know. MyStreet Abridged, I remember that being a project that someone was going to do at some points, but then
that never came to fruition, though.
That ever came out. Yeah.
Yep.
Abridging MyStreet will, I mean, it's either going to be a very simple or very complicated process, and I'm not sure which one it will be.
It's going to be both. It depends on the episode.
Yes. Well, with a bridge series, you also kind of skip episodes and like condense episodes as well, like sort of.
That's what abridging actually means by definition.
Yeah.
So I am fully aware of that.
Which honestly, MyStreet season 1 should be pretty easy to abridge, or at least certain stuff. Like you could skip over a lot of the fluff in season 1. It's pretty easy to abridge.
A bridge series, Aiden. A bridge series also like also the point is like to add like extra comedy on top of it, and season 1 already is hugely like comedy centric, which is where the complicated part would come in.
Adding more comedy to comedy.
Yeah, which is not impossible. There is a Konosuba abridged, and it's fairly decent, but that is something that they themselves pointed out.
It's hard to put comedy into comedy. That's why we mostly get action anime abridged, or Pokemon, or like specifically Pokemon.
Yeah, which has comedy in it, but it's not the focus.
By the way,
friendship.
By the way, aphmau on aphmau Fantasy, or like the aphmau one last time put out the which season 3 memory you like the best. That whole video. If you want to comment on that later.
Do you say season 3? I didn't hear of a Vince thing. Was that season
3? Which, by the way, I'm surprised.
I have been meaning to rewatch season 3. Like regardless, so actually, yeah, this is like I said in my season 2 video, perfect opportunity. So I definitely intend to.
But also, one thing I find interesting though is I'm surprised they didn't pivot to Phoenix Drop High though. Like, which Phoenix Drop High season 1 moment was your favorite, or like Phoenix Drop High season 2?
Well, they should have done that before season 2 if they're going by release order.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do that though. I know they're probably just trying to just focus on MyStreet, but. I mean, I feel like Phoenix Drop High and like FC University is still technically MyStreet.
I love how you no clue about anything you're talking about.
Those were prequels. Those were prequels.
This is specifically what Vin Views is for. So I actually get to learn stuff.
I mean, the only one I feel like you don't really need knowledge in that regard is maybe Phoenix Drop Days, because that's probably the most disconnected since it doesn't follow any of the characters. It's like
Aiden, we're already here.
No, I'm just talking about from aphmau. If aphmau wants to make like a best moments of XYZ series or season, like the Phoenix Drop Days is the only one I think ignoring kind of makes sense, because you don't really touch on anything unless you want to bring Hunter and Kiori into season 7, which could be a thing.
That would be cool, but unexpected.
I don't think they're going to be brought in, honestly. Maybe at most they'll be an animated background character. At most is what I'm thinking.
The animated background character.
Yeah, because it's going to be fully animated in 3D
animation.
animation.
Ooh.
So yeah, at most they're gonna maybe have a minor background character moment, but where they walk by, like, but I honestly don't think they're gonna have any lines or any like relevance. Be cool, but doubt it.
But yeah, as for this though, you know, as with the future, you know, looming ever closer, I suppose. You know, what was perceived to be the end of everything is that also nears for us specifically.
When is the next 5 years later, Jacob?
I'm so glad you asked because I've checked this beforehand, and it is the same day that I am flying back home, which means it's on December 21st, so Saturday. So we'll see everyone back here for the.
Wait, so you're doing it on a plane?
No.
No.
It's the same day. I didn't say it was the same time.
No, Jacob's gonna do it on the plane, obviously.
On the flight. He had specifically bought a first-class ticket so he had enough silence to do a video recording.
Please be sure to turn off all electronic devices for takeoff and landing, and please, to the passenger currently live streaming, please cease your live streaming or end it before we land the plane.
Midway, and then Jacob just goes, "Too bad, I gotta stay on schedule, dude."
Yeah, that's what I sound like, of course. I sound like a surfer.
Oh, God.
Only when I'm voicing Harvey, of course. Which you also don't know about. That's not a Vin News thing.
I need a show event of All Fallen Angels. It'd be great.
That is happening on. That is probably happening on VinViews.
That was on my list. Yeah.
What is this list? What is on this list?
I mean, oh, don't worry, Jacob. You don't have to compile everything because there's already a movie edit of Fallen Angels. Although it's kind of out of date because there's been a few remakes that came out since, so I may recompile it for you.
Jacob, what is on this VinViews list?
Well, Aiden, that implies that I would ever get through the entirety of Fallen Angels in one video with a guest pausing and talking over it. That is
with me specifically. So I get to be confused the entire time, and I will say some weird stuff. Like, there's no stopping that.
Yeah, there's a reason I very rarely watch like movies on Gacha Review.
Dang.
Yeah, they end up being multiple parters anyway. Think about My Shimmering Husband.
Yeah, Jacob, what is on this list?
Mostly like a bunch of stuff that we've made and aphmau for the time being.
And probably
yeah, we'd have to worry about that because we still have one more thing after this. And that will be on
this Saturday.
Yeah, on Saturday, same time, same place, 5 years later.
Kaka.
Like or dislike because
you were off time. You were off time.
Kaka.
Drugs.
Until next time.